How do you ask for sex respectfully? Our first time my husband said, "Are you okay with where this is going?" I thought it was sweet and respectful. That depends if you have the same idea of where it is going though. If he starts inflating a kiddie pool on the bedroom floor, you might have to retract your consent. Or double down depending. That is valid. Fortunately we are well matched in the bedroom. Because you have the pool noodles. After being married for a while, it has come to either me saying, "Do you wanna do it?" or my wife saying, "Take off your pants." When I initiate, it is 30-70 that we do or do not. When she does, it is 100%. Should I put on my roband wizard hat? I cast level 3 eroticism. You turn into a real beautiful woman. I meditate to regain my mana. Before casting level 8 cock of the infinite. Roll for initiative. Assume the courting position, then proceed with the ceremonial mating call. Oh, like a boa bird. I prefer that the male builds me a twig tower and then does a convincing vocal impersonation of local fauna before I let him smash for 3 seconds. What are your thoughts on big piles of blue things? I knew a dude who was a pretty big cunt, but before he was a cunt, his GF told me that he would always just say consent when asking for sex. Do you accept the terms of service and end user license agreement of this sexual encounter? Before playing, you must accept our terms of service and privacy policy. One time my husband asked me to hold his hand. As he took my hand, he said, "Funny thing is, my hand is actually my penis." Romance. A true charmer. It worked. And to think of all the handshakes in his life. As a married guy, I find most of the time it involves one or the other looking over at the other, making eye contact, and then saying sex in a silly voice. Seems to work. We state that we have washed recently and that the other person should also wash. Then maybe we can duck. It works about 50% of the time. The rest of the time it is taken as just good advice being given out. I've also done this post shower. Check out my vag. It's clean. I'm like, baby, I washed and shaved. We doing it? Or am I going to Sainsbury's before it shuts cause we need broccoli? I'm married. Wanna duck? Is as respectful as we get. Or wanna duck before the kids wake up catch us? Ducking cock blokers. More like cock blokers we made by ducking. Some hypothesize it is nature's way to increase likelihood of not getting a sibling too early. Fancy a shag for old time's sake. Actually worked with an ex-GF. Would you like to come up and see my etchings? This is a castle. There are tapestries. If you are a Scottish lord, then I'm Mickey Mouse. I'm holding 1,000 shares of GameStop. Just give it a short squeeze. Bravo. With my GF, if I'm horny I just kiss her passionately out of the blue. From there, I just watch her respond. If she answers with another passionate kiss, I continue. If at some point she starts doing another thing, or gives me a non-passionate kiss like a small kiss followed by a cute smile, I just stop there. Love this approach. Reading body language is so important. I'm married. Kiss the neck. Fondle the boobie. See if something happens. Honestly, fondling my husband's boobie would kill the mood. Try referring to it as his supple breast and see if that helps. We'll report back. Depends on context and the nature of your relationship. One of my partners was pretty timid, and although loved sex I had to be coy and charming. That was her turn on. Next partner, all I had to do was send a text like "you better be oiled up and naked in handcuffs when I get home, or I'm throwing you out on the street." People are all different. There is no way to ask for sex. You just need to learn how to talk to and learn people. Once you learn a person, you will not be confused about how to ask them for things. Kinky. A better question is, how do you do it in a sexy way? Try phrases like "can I?" "Would you like me to?" There are also clear non-verbal cues in some instances. That is, if they start taking their clothes off, you can too. "Dr. WTF are you doing? You were taking off your clothes." So I thought I could too. I went to my doctor for a checkup. He said, "You have to stop jacking off." "Why?" I asked. "Because I'm trying to do your physical." "Are you horny?" "You are." "Cool, wanna, you know." "Yeah, cool." This is the accurate answer. I do not know. I have tried this with 4 coworkers and none of them responded well. Now work is really awkward. Rule 1: do not shit where you eat. For me, especially if it is with someone I have not been with before, but we are getting more intimate, I literally just ask, would you like to have sex? Never had a problem with this in terms of their reaction to it, positive or negative. The phrase when I was in college is to ask if they would DTF. Down to duck. It was especially hilarious because the place I would always go clubbing was downtown Fullerton. So we'd DTF and DTF. I still hear people refer to downtown Fullerton as DTF, and I do a double take every time. The first time I heard DTF tonight, I was like, wow, these people are really open about their sex lives in public. I abbreviate skip the dishes in public to intentionally gather odd stares. You probably asked a serious question, so I'm going to tell you what has worked out well for me. Soon at 40. Wanna make out? Simple as that. If there is a no biggie. Make sure he or she is not uncomfortable and move on. If there is hesitation, use your judgment. Is there any way they might feel pressured, for example? If there is a yes, go ahead. Making out is a good start. Some people want to leave it at that, but if you have a nice time they will probably want some more later. Obviously you ask the question in person, and in such a setting as to not make the person feel pressured or uncomfortable. For me, a respectful no is much more comfortable than a maybe most of the time. I have gotten flat no's that have turned out to really be maybe yes, and thanks for being so forward in chat a few days later. An enthusiastic yes later. And most importantly, do not be a dick about a number. 1 cannot stress this enough. Some guys get super pissy online when turned down. Some even start spewing sarcastic shit when the reply is not fast enough. I have seen some hair-raising chats that girls have shown me. Some emotionally stunted dudes seem to think the world owes them a hot duck, and using an app seems to them like a neat technical solution to an interpersonal challenge they have a hard time dealing with. And when it does not work, they become cold animals. I was texting a guy once. He was a friend of a friend. We were all out for drinks and he straight up texted me whilst sitting next to me saying, "Can I finger you under the table?" We had not even kissed or anything at this point. I said that's a hard no from me, and he got pissy and stopped texting me. "I'd like 1 sex please. Do you accept coupons? Is there a 1 month free trial?" "No, but there is a discount. Would you like that?" When my husband and I were still in our dating phase, our first time being intimate started with the usual kissing and such. I thought it was a foregone conclusion what was going to transpire, but he stopped suddenly and asked, "May I make love to you?" To which I of course answered, "Please do." "Hey, you got 3 minutes. What are we gonna do with the remaining 2 minutes 37 seconds? Browse Reddit. Virginity Reloaded. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe for more videos.